Hi, I'm Chantelle, and today I've come to give you a story about God's amazing grace and His healing power. Now, as some of you may or may not know, both my husband and I contracted the COVID-19 virus at the beginning of May this year, and let's just say our faith was tested. Now, it started off with a stomach virus, stomach flu, so I didn't think anything of it. But this virus quickly and rapidly got worse. Within the space of 2 to 3 days, I was roasting in fever, 102, 103, and the fever would not break. Now, my birthday was the 5th, so I didn't want to spend my birthday in the hospital. So I'm praying to God. I'm like, Daddy, please, whatever this is, please heal me from it. But in the wee hours of the morning, on the 6th of May, I had to be rushed via ambulance to the Arima Health Facility. I couldn't breathe. I was immediately put on oxygen. And from the time I reached the health facility, I was administered and they gave me IV. I was severely dehydrated. Now, from the loss of fluids, the constant vomiting and using the bathroom, I became dehydrated. At this time, I'm weak. I can't breathe. I have to keep on a mask when I don't have any oxygen, and I'm severely dehydrated. And I am literally depending on God to heal me from whatever it was at that time. At the same time, my husband, who didn't know exactly where the ambulance took me, he and my mother went down to Mount Hope. He was also unwell. And upon reaching Mount Hope, he had to be administered oxygen immediately. So we are now talking via phone, encouraging each other, not knowing exactly what was going on. I was swabbed. I was swabbed twice. One for rapid testing and two for the official results from Mount Hope. After a couple hours and finishing my IV fluids, I was allowed to be discharged and sent home. My husband, however, was not so lucky. He had to remain on oxygen for a couple more hours before he was allowed to return home. We were home, still not able to eat, still roasting in fever, still weak. All we did was sleep and at some point in time use the bathroom. That's all we were strong enough to do, and just verbally encourage each other to live another day. 2 days later, breathing problems escalated for me and I had to be rushed back with my car this time to the Arima facility. They immediately gave me something to breathe, took an ECG. The first time I went, they had to do a chest exam where I was diagnosed with a chest infection that, if not treated, could develop into severe pneumonia. So I had to do another chest examination. They also administered another set of IV fluids, and I got 2 other injections. One, I think, was an antibiotic to help with the chest infection that thankfully did not progress any further. But while I was there, lying on the bed, taking the medications, hearing patients coming in and out because we're in the emergency section, who is wheezing, who's being rushed onto Mount Hope, I'm still thinking about my husband who's outside roasting in fever because he's also unwell. And I would definitely give thanks and praise to those who would have called, those who would have prayed for both me and my husband during that time. It was a difficult time, and laying on that bed was one of the first times I've ever been so afraid. I was not sure if I was going to make it back home. Being surrounded with people who I don't know if they were going to go back to their families, this became so real. And I knew my body was failing me. I knew I physically didn't have any more inside of me to fight. Because by this time, this is over a week of not feeling well. And let's just say, even though I got the diagnosis eventually, a couple days after that I got COVID, this virus takes a while to leave your body. I still have a cough that is annoying. It's almost like, it's just annoying. And, at some point in time, it is difficult to breathe. So the virus leaves your body, but it leaves you with debilitating side effects. And honestly, for total healing and total deliverance, the only person that you can rely on is Jesus Christ. And so my encouragement is for all of us to rely on Jesus Christ. It is scary. It is real. but so is our God. And I don't know what I or my husband would have done without him. Jesus is the sustainer. He is the healer. He is the one that is going to take us through this global pandemic. And I do believe that whoever is suffering at this time, or you may be going through a situation, don't give up. Don't give up. Once your spirit is willing and you're willing to fight and hold on to your God, you will come through. And I hope that this testimony bless someone out there to stay safe and to trust in Jesus.